What is going on with Nintendo? Why is Nintendo becoming the evil mastermind with all their decisions after the Switch 2 come out? Because I don't know about you, but I'm starting to really not want to get a Nintendo Switch console anymore. Yeah, so it's kind of blowing up right now because Nintendo Switch is like changing the user agreement and showing some specs on their consoles and pretty much talking back about some of the qualities of life when it comes to the games and the industry. And it's kind of making people kind of afraid of Nintendo. Now, Nintendo's not unknown for making these kind of decisions. They actually been doing for a while. Like, look at the Power World right now. It's completely gutted than it used to be because all the lawsuits that was threatened by them. And also, like, you know, if you think about anything third party related, they actually are going to hate you for it. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that they did update their user agreement to make it so that if you use any third-party systems, if you try to like mod the Switch at all, it can be blocked. It can be like break. You can actually lose your access to the system just because they don't like what you're doing, you know? Which a lot of people like to take Nintendo consoles after the internet like pretty much shut down and pretty much mod it to add a whole bunch of cool stuff to it. Another thing they did is that they make it so that you can't own your products anymore. They actually made it so you can't own all your games. All their games now from the next Switch 2 is going to be digitally altered. You know, even if you get the little cartridge, it's not actually going to have the game in it anymore. It's going to just give you like kind of like a key to access it online, and that key will go away if they don't want it to be available anymore. Which is really terrible because I can understand this as a EA thing or a Ubisoft thing, you know, saying that you don't own your products, but Nintendo, really? Nintendo is starting this kind of trend? And like a lot of people are also speculating that the system is not even that big of a change. You know, a lot of people are now seeing the specs of it, and it just seems like it's just a faster Switch. Like now, like they even made it so that like if you take it out of the dock, it's gonna lower the performance like crazy, which makes it not even really worth getting it unless you actually get it only on dock. Like you have to play the games on dock if you want any good quality of it, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of the Switch because the whole point is to be able to take it on the go. So like, I don't know, it just seems like the Switch 2 is becoming less and less reason to buy it, especially with all the practices they're putting onto their game systems. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Nintendo is amazing? We'll buy all their products. You know, the Switch 2 pre-orders are already sold out, so I'm pretty sure everyone's thinking that way. Or you like me, like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick with my regular Switch. Probably not gonna go for any more Switch consoles, and I'll stick with my consoles and my PC gaming. And who knows, maybe I'd be sailing the high seas on some of my game options later in the future.